Remember in health class that section on the movement of blood? I understand it now.
Number 10, The Birds and the Bees Talk, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
What man really knows the perfect gift?
Here it is, Maddie's perfect gift.
With Maddie's Sweet 16 just around the corner, Zach is running out of time to find the perfect present for his crush. When he turns to Esteban for advice, the hotel bellboy gets the wrong idea and expects a very different conversation.
Esteban, I need to talk to you man to man.
Oh, don't tell me you want to talk about the birdies and the beesies.
Don't worry, big guy. I already had that talk with my dad.
Then Cody shows up and says Maddie had basically told him exactly what her ideal gift would be, but while Cody was actively listening, Zach's mind was very much elsewhere.
Well, what was I doing when she said that? Staring at her? Thinking about that talk we had with Dad. Oh, yeah.
While it's likely that a younger audience would not have understood what he was alluding to, we don't think reducing women to sex objects would fly on the Disney Channel today. Number 9, Animated Halle Berry, The Proud Family. This is definitely one for the more eagle-eyed viewers or those with impressive peripheral vision.
Something is seriously amiss. A Halle Berry movie is playing and not a soul is here.
During this episode, Wizard Kelly walks into a movie theater showing a Halle Berry flick. The movie in question is called Swordfish, and the scene playing is one where Berry is reading and lowers the book to reveal that she's topless. Of course, the animated version cuts away just before she bears all, but it's still a questionable choice for a children's animated series.
Only place the wizard walks to is the bank.
We doubt many people noticed it, but we assume some of you will probably be checking it out after this. Number 8, Shaming Olive Oil, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
You must now try my most delightful creation. I call it Chef Apollo's most delightful creation.
Here's another one that probably went over your head as a kid. When the Tipton prepares to throw a party for Boston's oldest citizen, his daughter comes in to taste the food. She's delighted by Chef Paolo's sauce and asks him what ingredients he used. Among the extensive list of ingredients, he mentions olive oil with a questionable past.
Olive oil, virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil with the questionable past.
Who knew you could slut-shame oil? We imagine this joke raised a few eyebrows among older viewers. Needless to say, slut-shaming of any sort would not be acceptable now and never really should have had a place on the Disney Channel anyway.
Hey, you've got your quirks too, Zach. Like, never washing your hands.
Well, I will after touching this gunk we got from Chef Paolo's kitchen.
Number 7, Eating Disorder Joke. So random.
Angus only eats one full meal a week. Ask him why.
It's no secret that Demi Lovato left her Disney days behind to focus on her recovery. While starring on Sunny with a Chance, she underwent treatment for physical and emotional issues, which included battling an eating disorder.
So, what should we do?
I don't know.
Rather than being canceled, the sitcom became the sketch comedy variety show So Random. Although it only ran for one season, it still managed to cause controversy due to a joke about an eating disorder in an episode that's no longer approved for rebroadcast.
My agent's always on me about looking my beast. Team 11. She says to me, Angie, if you eat too many carbs, you won't get the G-orbs. And I said, I know.
Sadly, this wasn't the only show facing backlash for making light of eating disorders at the time, but more on that later. Number 6, Gluten Intolerance Bullying, Jessie. You would hope that a channel beloved by children would help promote tolerance and kindness. However, in one episode of this comedy series, we see Jessie and the kids teasing Stuart for being gluten intolerant, with Zuri even throwing a pancake at him. Parents of children with similar conditions that had seen the episode via video on demand were disappointed to see bullying behaviors that were all too real for their own children used as a punchline. One parent even created a petition calling for Disney to reassess their content, and it garnered 2,120 signatures. Disney listened to the concerns, issued an apology via Facebook, pulled the episode, and removed this storyline when it was aired on TV. Number 5. Oliver is diagnosed with diabetes. Hannah Montana. This episode also didn't get past video-on-demand previews after parents of diabetic children voiced concern over its representation of diabetes.
You're kidding me, right?
Why would I kid about Oliver having diabetes?
What?
While it was praised for destigmatizing the diagnosis, parents did not believe the way Oliver's story was told was realistic, or even safe. A DC spokesperson claimed that experts had been consulted during the scriptwriting process, but many thought they'd still missed the mark.
I guess I should have rinsed off that pamphlet before we became the food police.
As they headed back to the drawing board, the slot was filled by an episode of Jonas Brothers' Living the Dream, which showed how Nick manages his type 1 diabetes.
So to keep my body healthy on tour, I have to manage my sugar intake. Yes, check my blood sugar, make sure it's all good before I go eat.
Number 4. Monkeying Around, Dave the Barbarian. When Strom makes a stop in Udragoth on his dragon slaying tour, Dave has to protect Faffy at all costs.
Stop! I beg your pardon?
After Strom turns his attention from the dragon to Dave, he becomes distracted by Fang's monkey. When Dave asks him if he's done trying to slay him, he responds,
Obviously, you've never touched a monkey. It's kind of addicting.
They even leave a beat after the joke for the double entendre to really sink in. We assume kids would take this joke at face value, but it would definitely make older viewers hit rewind. If you still don't get this joke, take a beat to figure it out. Number 3. Zach pretends to be dyslexic, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Chances are you only saw this episode when it aired the first time. Zach isn't the most studious kid, so when he meets Bob, who is dyslexic, he has a light bulb moment. He pretends to be dyslexic too in order to receive special treatment.
So it's called dyslexia. Wow, I never realized that other people had trouble reading the questions and getting their thoughts straight just like me.
Excuse me, I couldn't help overhearing. Did you say you have problems reading?
I don't like to talk about it. It makes me feel bad about myself. You know, unconfident.
Adrian Armante, who played Esteban, has said that he believes the episode only ever aired twice before being scrapped for its insensitive approach to a very real learning disorder. He also implied that the episode was almost scrapped in the first place, proving that sometimes your gut instinct is the one to go with.
Zach, I can't believe you did this.
It's just that you're always talking about how great Cody is in school.
Zach, I'm not going to belittle Cody's achievements to make you feel better.
Number 2. Racial and cultural stereotypes, Jessie. In recent years, the media has been getting scrutinized for the way it handles representation and diversity, and the Disney Channel is no exception. One character viewers took issue with is Ravi from Jessie.
Stupid video game! It is like eating hot curry. I love it, but I always get burned in the end.
Joining the family from India, the show uses any opportunity to tease him about being different. This includes his accent, traditional dress, his pet lizard called Mrs. Kipling, and playing the sitar.
My playing is so brilliant, it would have brought tears to his eyes.
I heard you practicing. It sure brought tears to mine.
Don't worry, Robbie. I'll go to school with you and talk to Mr. Collinsworth. I'll make sure you get a chance to be a sitar hero.
At one point, he even exclaims,
I'm a human samosa!
We love that television shows are striving to include more diversity, but there is still a right way to do it, and this ain't it. Number 1. Another eating disorder joke, Shake It Up. Not long before So Random was called out for an eating disorder joke, the Shake It Up Season 1 episode Party It Up drew attention for the same thing.
You're adorable. I could just eat you guys up. You know, if I ate.
What's so funny?
In fact, it was Demi Lovato who took to Twitter to voice her outrage about the joke, especially considering that this was the precise reason she left the network. She also questioned what kind of message the channel wanted to promote to its viewers. Disney responded to Lovato with an apology, pulling the episode and later re-editing it for rebroadcast. We hope that these experiences help them refocus on content that provides a more positive message to their young, impressionable audience.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.